Let's unravel the story. In his second film, after defeating Cable, Deadpool, whose real name is Wade Wilson, uses Cable's time travel device to go back and fix all his past mistakes. With that device, he can also travel between universes and even meet different versions of himself across the multiverse. One day, Wade ventures into the main Marvel universe, Earth 616, and meets Happy Hogan, hoping to join the Avengers, mostly because he just got dumped and feels like his life has no meaning. He wants to be someone useful. But seeing how unpredictable and reckless Wade is, Happy tells him he's not cut out to be an Avenger. Rejected and heartbroken, Wade returns to his own universe, Earth 10,005, to try to move on with his life. 6 years later, Wade is trying to live a normal life. He works as a car salesman alongside his best friend, Peter. Peter encourages him to suit up and become Deadpool again, but Wade refuses, saying he's retired. That night, as Wade returns to his apartment, he senses something strange about the workers outside. Suddenly, he's surprised by the arrival of his friends, who've gathered to throw him a surprise birthday party. Even Vanessa is there. Though they've broken up, she still considers Wade a dear friend. In the middle of the celebration, Wade hears a knock at the door. When he opens it, he's greeted by agents of the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, guardians of the timeline and multiverse. Without warning, they abduct him through a portal and bring him to TVA headquarters. There, Wade meets an officer named Paradox. Confused, Wade asks why he was captured. Was it because he misused Cable's time machine? But Paradox tells him this has nothing to do with that. Instead, Wade is special. He's been chosen to protect the sacred timeline, Earth 616, alongside the Avengers. Wade is instantly excited. He eagerly accepts, happily suiting up in his Deadpool costume again. He then asks when he can go home and share the news with his friends. But Paradox breaks the truth. Wade can never go back. His universe is doomed. Soon, it will be completely destroyed. Why? Because someone crucial, an anchor being, has died. This person was vital to holding that universe together, and without them, the entire world begins to unravel. Wade asks who this anchor being is. Paradox tells him it was Logan, Wolverine, who died protecting his adopted daughter, Laura. Without him, the universe is collapsing, though the process usually takes thousands of years. Paradox, however, doesn't want to wait that long. He reveals he's placed a device called the Time Ripper, his own invention, right outside Wade's apartment. It can erase an entire universe in moments. Wade is furious. He won't let his friends be wiped out just like that. But Paradox dismisses his anger, saying none of that matters now. Wade is destined for something greater. Why mourn a dying world when he can be a hero in the sacred timeline? But Wade refuses. He'd rather be with his friends than be a hero in a place where he's just another cog in the machine. He steals Paradox's portal device and escapes back to his original universe. Desperate, he visits Logan's grave, hoping to somehow bring him back. But Logan is long gone. Nothing left but bones. Suddenly, the TVA surrounds him. Wade fights back, and against all odds, defeats them alone. He then uses the portal device to search through the multiverse for another Wolverine, one who can replace the lost anchor being and save his universe. He encounters many Logans, but none of them are right. Eventually, he stumbles into a universe where Logan is drunk and passed out in a bar. Here, Logan is hated and seen as a disgrace. Wade is confused. Logan was a hero in his world. Wade tries to drag this version of Logan with him, but the man just stays silent, too drunk to resist. Eventually, Logan collapses. Wade brings this Logan to TVA headquarters and presents him to Paradox. His plan is to use this Logan to stabilize his collapsing universe. But Paradox only laughs. Of all the Logans in the multiverse, Wade brought this one, the worst of them all. A failure in his own universe. Besides, Paradox has already done his job. He offered Wade a place in the sacred timeline, and since Wade refused, his universe will now be erased. The Time Ripper is ready. Furious, Wade demands. Paradox tell his superiors what he's doing. He won't let his universe be destroyed without a fight. At this, Paradox and his minions grow nervous. It turns out, they never got permission to use the Time Ripper. Realizing this, Wade threatens to report them to their higher-ups. Panicked, Paradox sends Wade and Logan into the void. In the void, Logan, furious at being dragged along, lashes out and attacks Wade. As they brawl in the strange wasteland, Wade tries to explain that he needs Logan's help to save his universe. But Logan doesn't care. He just wants to go back to wherever he came from. Unfortunately for both of them, Wade has no idea how to get them back. Wolverine hurls Deadpool across the battlefield. Furious, Deadpool pulls out his guns and opens fire, but it's useless. Wolverine's healing factor kicks in instantly, rendering the bullets meaningless. The two engage in a brutal, no-holds-barred battle. They stab, slash, and tear into each other, but neither falls. Their healing abilities make them nearly invincible. Just as Wolverine prepares to decapitate Deadpool, Wade calls out, begging for a moment. He pleads with Wolverine to listen. He says the TVA possesses technology powerful enough to rewrite the past. They can fix Wolverine's broken timeline. If Logan helps him, Deadpool promises to help restore his world. Wolverine calms down, considering the offer. Suddenly, a voice interrupts them, ordering them to stop fighting. It's Johnny Storm, the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four. He warns them that a gang of bandits is approaching. The group surrounds them, and one of the bandits, Pyro, says his boss, Cassandra, will be thrilled when she learns he's captured Johnny and a Wolverine variant. Johnny lifts off and hurls flames at Pyro, but Pyro, who also controls fire, absorbs the attack with ease, draining Johnny's energy and causing him to collapse. Another bandit, a variant of Sabretooth, steps forward. Wolverine doesn't hesitate. He charges and swiftly beheads Sabretooth. But then, Pyro activates a giant magnet, capturing both Wolverine and Deadpool. While being transported, Wolverine turns to Johnny and asks where they are. Johnny reveals they're in the Void, a cosmic dumping ground where the TVA exiles those who tamper with the multiverse. In this desolate place, people either submit to Cassandra's rule or get devoured by the monstrous entity known as Alioth. Every day is a fight for survival, Johnny explains. Many don't make it. But some, superpowered survivors, have formed a rebellion against Cassandra, hoping to find a way out. The only choices here? Be eaten by Alioth or serve Cassandra. Hearing this, Logan decides they need to find the rebels and escape. The three are taken by the bandits to Cassandra's fortress, an enormous base made from the corpse of a giant Ant-Man. Inside, they find countless mutants serving Cassandra, including the massive Juggernaut. Cassandra finally emerges to confront them. Deadpool jokes that she looks suspiciously like Professor X. Cassandra confirms it. She's Charles Xavier's twin sister. She spent years trying to capture Johnny, and now she finally has. Deadpool, always the instigator, tells Cassandra that Johnny constantly badmouthed her along the way, calling her a bald freak. Enraged, Cassandra kills Johnny on the spot. She then demands that Deadpool and Wolverine kneel before her. If they don't, she'll feed them to Alioth. Wolverine refuses, stepping forward defiantly, but Cassandra swats him aside effortlessly. Deadpool tells her he won't fight, just wants to go home. Cassandra laughs and says she could send him back, but she doesn't feel like it. She reaches into Deadpool's mind, literally plunging her hand into his skull, and sees everything. His dreams of being a hero, his endless failures, the people he's let down. Suddenly, Wolverine stabs Cassandra from behind, but she shrugs it off and escapes, leaving the two to be eaten by Alioth. At the last second, Wolverine activates a jetpack, saving both himself and Deadpool. they crash land far away. Logan urges Deadpool to find the rebels, just like Johnny said, so they can find a way out of this nightmare. Once they escape, they'll head to the TVA and force them to fix Wolverine's past, just as Deadpool promised. As they walk, Wolverine asks a question that's been haunting him. How did the me from your universe die? Deadpool explains that his Logan died protecting his adopted daughter, Laura, a clone of him with all his powers. As they talk, they're suddenly joined by a variant, Deadpool, Dogpool, a canine version of Wade, and another variant, Nicepool, who carries 2 golden pistols and oozes coolness. Nicepool tells them they're lucky to have run into him. If they'd stumbled upon any of the other Deadpool variants roaming the void, they'd already be shredded to pieces. Wolverine asks if Nicepool knows where the rebels are hiding. Nicepool points them in the right direction. The hideout is far, so Nicepool lends them his car to get there faster. Without hesitation, Deadpool and Wolverine hit the gas and speed toward their next mission. While on the road, Deadpool asks a loaded question. If the TVA really could change the past of your universe, what would you do? The question strikes a nerve. Wolverine's expression darkens. Turns out Deadpool isn't even sure if the TVA can do that at all. Enraged at being lied to, Wolverine pummels him. Deadpool tries to explain. He had to make it up. He needed Wolverine's help to save his dying universe. He couldn't just let his friends vanish into oblivion. But Wolverine, now fuming with betrayal, lashes back with harsh words. He calls Deadpool a foolish, immature man-child. No wonder the Avengers or the X-Men never wanted him. Deadpool snaps, and just like that, the two are locked in a vicious fight right inside the speeding car. They clash for hours, slashing, punching, yelling, until night falls and exhaustion finally wins. By morning, someone discovers the wrecked car with Wolverine and Deadpool unconscious inside. That stranger takes them to a safe place. When Deadpool wakes up, he's disoriented, unsure where he is. Then a group walks in. It's Elektra, Blade, and Gambit, the rebels Johnny Storm had told them about. And behind them, a familiar face steps forward. Laura, the clone of Wolverine from Deadpool's universe. Deadpool, shocked, asks how they all ended up trapped in the void. They all share the same story. Just like Wade, they were abducted by the TVA under the pretense that their universes were doomed. One by one, they were dumped here before they had a chance to protect their worlds. It becomes clear, the TVA planned this. Deadpool tells them he once overheard Cassandra herself say she could easily escape the void, meaning she knows a way out. But Elektra and the others are doubtful. Cassandra is too powerful. The only way to weaken her is to put Magneto's helmet or Juggernaut's helmet on her head. Problem is, Magneto's helmet was destroyed. And Juggernaut? He's one of Cassandra's loyal enforcers. Still, Deadpool urges them to fight. Together, he says, they can take her down. Elektra agrees, they're tired of hiding. It's fight or be eaten by Alioth eventually anyway. But Wolverine stays behind, unwilling to join. He believes they'll all just end up dead. Later that night, Laura finds Wolverine alone. She tells him he reminds her of the Wolverine she once knew. But Logan confesses, he's no hero. Not anymore. He claims to be the worst version of Wolverine in the entire multiverse. He rejected the X-Men when they needed him most. His carelessness led to more hatred toward mutants. One day he got so drunk, he blacked out. When he came to, all his friends were dead. The yellow suit, the last thing he has to remember them by. Laura tells him she still believes in him. She asks him to fight beside them tomorrow, to believe in himself, even just once more. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Pyro contacts Paradox. He reports that Deadpool and Wolverine escaped. Cassandra didn't kill them. In fact, she seems strangely intrigued by them. Annoyed, Paradox orders Pyro to eliminate both of them immediately. The Time Ripper is nearly complete and Paradox wants no interference. If Cassandra gets in the way, he tells Pyro to kill her too. The next day, Deadpool, Elektra, Gambit, Blade, and Laura launch their assault on Cassandra's fortress. Blade blasts through the entrance with a bazooka, and inside, they're quickly swarmed by Cassandra's army. Just as the fighting starts, Wolverine bursts from the trunk of the car, revealing he chose to help after all. The battle rages. Deadpool and Wolverine make their way inside to confront Cassandra directly, while outside, the others attempt to steal Juggernaut's helmet. Cassandra easily overpowers Deadpool, slamming him into the ground, then restrains Wolverine with terrifying ease. Meanwhile, Laura wages a brutal fight and manages to sever Juggernaut's leg, decapitating him and retrieving the helmet. Back inside, Cassandra taunts Wolverine. She's never met a variant of him in the Void before, and she's curious. She reaches into his mind, literally, to read his thoughts. Just then, Laura tosses the Juggernaut helmet into the room. Deadpool catches it and slams it onto Cassandra's head. Instantly, her powers vanish. Deadpool demands she open a portal and let them go. But Cassandra laughs. While the helmet is on, she's powerless. If they remove it, she'll immediately kill them both. Suddenly, Pyro appears. Only this time, he turns on his master. He opens fire on Cassandra, fed up with her tyranny. Wolverine knocks Pyro out before he can do more damage. Seeing Cassandra critically wounded, Wolverine urges Deadpool to remove the helmet, so she can heal. Deadpool refuses. If she regains her powers, she'll destroy them. But Wolverine insists. He says he's an X-Men. He once knew Professor X, Cassandra's twin brother, and he believes that if Charles were here, he'd try to save her too. Reluctantly, Deadpool removes the helmet. Cassandra heals herself, and instead of lashing out, she offers thanks. As repayment, she reveals something. Not long ago, a sorcerer arrived here. Before killing him, Cassandra stole his magic ring, just like the ones Doctor Strange uses to open portals. With that ring, Cassandra opens a portal back to Deadpool's original universe. But from behind, the monstrous Alioth charges toward them, fast and furious. Wasting no time, Deadpool and Wolverine sprint through the portal, escaping just before being devoured. Outside, Laura and the others have successfully defeated the last of Cassandra's forces. The fight may be far from over, but Deadpool and Wolverine have made it out alive. For now. Elsewhere, Deadpool and Wolverine finally return to Deadpool's home universe. Earth 10,005. They land right in front of Peter, then immediately rush toward the location of the Time Ripper machine. Realizing that Deadpool and Wolverine have escaped, Paradox steps out to confront them. But suddenly, a portal opens. Cassandra Nova appears, having killed Pyro. She wastes no time and plunges her hand into Paradox's mind, reading his thoughts. She discovers he's been building a machine capable of destroying entire universes. Intrigued, Cassandra decides she wants it. She'll use the Time Ripper to wipe out every universe, leaving only the Void behind. She violently hurls Deadpool and Wolverine aside, then drags Paradox into the chamber where the Time Ripper is being housed. Meanwhile, back at TVA headquarters, an agent reports to the TVA leader, B-15, that there's unauthorized Time Ripper activity detected in Earth 10005. Just then, Deadpool and Wolverine regain consciousness, only to see something emerge from a portal. It's Dogpool and Nicepool. Nicepool warns them Cassandra has ordered all Deadpool variants to stop Deadpool and Wolverine by any means. From behind, dozens of Deadpool variants arrive. One of them, Ladypool, opens fire. In a panic, Deadpool grabs Nicepool as a shield. But Nicepool, unlike them, can't heal, and is fatally shot. Deadpool quickly grabs Nicepool's golden pistols, which he's had his eye on the entire time. Deadpool and Wolverine then charge forward, taking on the army of Deadpool variants. They slaughter them all, only to forget a key detail. all those variants can heal too. One by one, they begin to regenerate and rise again. Suddenly, someone in a Deadpool suit steps forward. It's Peter. And to everyone's surprise, every variant Deadpool recognizes him. Each of them has a version of Peter in their own universe. Overwhelmed with joy, the Deadpool variants are distracted, swarming Peter with excitement. Taking advantage of the moment, Deadpool and Wolverine dash into the Time Ripper chamber. Inside, Cassandra is already feeding off the machine, absorbing its energy to gain the power to destroy entire universes with her own hands. Outside, Deadpool and Wolverine confront Paradox and demand to know how to stop it.
We're very close.
Paradox explains, the Time Ripper is powered from a sub-level chamber that contains two tubes, one filled with matter, the other with antimatter. If the two are connected, it will cause a catastrophic short circuit that can destroy the machine. But there's a catch. The person who does it won't survive. They'll be obliterated. As Cassandra begins unleashing destruction, Deadpool and Wolverine know they're out of time. They rush to the sublevel. Deadpool insists he should be the one to sacrifice himself. He still has friends, people who care about him. Wolverine refuses. He should do it. He has no one left. As Wolverine steps forward, Deadpool punches him and shoves him out, locking the door behind him. Deadpool will do this alone. He grabs one of the tubes and reaches for the other. Meanwhile, Cassandra is ripping through the fabric of reality. Wolverine smashes his way back into the chamber, just in time to help Deadpool connect the tubes. Together, they force a surge of energy into the machine. It explodes, destroying the Time Ripper and killing Cassandra Nova in the blast. With the chaos over, TVA leader B-15 arrives. She immediately has Paradox arrested for using the Time Ripper without authorization. Then, from the smoke, Deadpool and Wolverine emerge, alive. B-15 orders her agents to return all the Deadpool variants to the Void. But Peter steps in, explaining that this Deadpool is from this universe, Earth 10,005, not the Void. After detaining Paradox, B-15 reveals something incredible. Deadpool's universe has started to regenerate. The destruction has been stopped. Deadpool and Wolverine have saved it. Deadpool then makes one final request: to free his friends who are still trapped in the Void. B-15 says she'll do what she can. Deadpool asks one more thing: can the TVA fix Wolverine's past? B-15 answers, it's Wolverine's painful past that made him the hero who saved a universe. There's nothing to fix. Then she walks away. Knowing Wolverine has no home or family left, Deadpool invites him to stay with him. He introduces Wolverine and the newly freed Laura to all his old friends. And with his heart finally ready, Deadpool approaches Vanessa, asking for another chance. She smiles and says yes. And so the story of Deadpool vs. Wolverine comes to a close. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.